to the next property. Commutative law of addition. If A and B are two integers, then A plus B is equal to B plus A. Don't worry, here I have an example to explain. Now tell me, what will be sum of 5 and 6? Yes, it is 11. Now find 6 plus 5. Oh yes, it is 11. Now what do you observe here? 5 plus 6, 6 plus 5. Even if we change the order of adding, there is no change in the answer. This leads us to the fact, even if we change the order of adding integers, there is no change in the sum. You can assume some more examples and let me know that what you get. Integers follow commutative law. This was our second property. Let us move on to the third property. Associative law of addition. If A, B, C are any three integers, then A plus B plus C is equal to A plus under bracket B plus C. I know, don't get confused. I have your example. Now find 6 plus 4 under bracket plus 2. You can use a notebook to find this. Yes, your solution will look somewhat like this. According to the BODMAS rule, you all know that we first do the mathematical operation on the numbers which are under bracket. So 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. And 10 plus 2 is equal to 12. Now, find 6 plus under bracket 4 plus 2. Again, use a notebook. Your solution will look somewhat like this. Again, according to BODMAS rule, we are first going to perform mathematical operations on the integers which are under bracket. So 4 plus 2 is 6 and 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. Now what you observe in these two examples here? Come on, use your brain. Yes, even if we change the order, change the grouping of integers for addition, there is no change in the sum. You can see here, first we added 6 plus 4. But in this example, we added 4 plus 2. So the grouping in both the cases was different. But yet, there was no change in the answer. This leads us to the fact that even if we change the grouping of integers for addition, there is no change in the sum. And this is only our associative law of addition. Now, let us move on to our fourth property. Now tell me, what number shall I add to A so that the identity of A is not changed? Think. Okay, I will give you an example. Let us have a number 5. Tell me, what shall I add to 5 that my answer is 5 only? Yes, it is 0. For any integer A, we have A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A. and the answer will be A only. So the identity of A is not changed. We are performing mathematical operation. We are adding some number, but there is no change in the identity of A. So we can say that every integer is having its additive identity as 0. Now, what will you get on adding 0 to 5? It is 5. And what will you get on adding 0 to minus 10? Yes, it is minus 10. So you can observe in both the example that the identity of number is not changing. Isn't that? So 0 is called the additive identity of integers. And this was our fourth property, that is existence of additive identity. Now let us move on to our fifth property and possibly the last one. Now before I start with my fifth property, I need to have some definition. What are opposite numbers? Numbers that are at the same distance from 0 in the opposite direction. Like opposite of 7 is minus 7, opposite of minus 4 is plus 4. I think we discussed this concept before, isn't that? So now we are there to define the fifth property, existence of additive inverse. For any integer a, we have a plus minus a, that is opposite of the integer. It gives you the answer as 0. Don't worry, again I have example here. Now suppose I have a number 7. Opposite of 7 is equal to minus 7. And what is sum of 7 and its opposite, that is minus 7? It is equal to 0. Let us have another example. If I have a number as or integer as minus 12, what is opposite of minus 12? It is plus 12. And what is sum of minus 12 and its opposite, that is 12? Yes, it is equal to 0. Opposite of the given integer is also known as its additive inverse. For example, additive inverse of minus 5 is 5. Now tell me, what is additive inverse of 99? Yes, it is minus 99. Isn't that easy? Now since we have learned how to perform addition and properties of addition of integers, let us move on to subtraction of integers. Rule 1 for subtraction of integers. If you have to find a minus b, then we are going to write the original number a plus additive inverse of the number which is after minus sign, that is additive inverse of b. So a minus b is equal to a plus minus b. Additive inverse of b is minus b. Don't worry, there is no confusion. I have example here. Now suppose we have to subtract 9 from 4. So we are going to write this as 4 minus 9. Now according to rule, what we have to do? After the first number, instead of writing minus sign, we have to write plus sign. Plus sign is here. And then additive inverse of the next number, my next number is 9. What is additive inverse of 9? It is minus 9. So 4 plus minus 9. I think you all know how to add the integers with two different signs. Yes, we are going to find a difference, that is 5, and then we can see here that of 4 and 9 the greater number is 9 and 9 is having minus sign. So our sum will have the sign minus and our final answer is minus 5. Let us move on to the next rule. Now if you have to find a minus under bracket minus b, the rule is somewhat same as the previous one. I told you that we are not going to write this minus sign, we are going to write plus sign and then the additive inverse of the number which is after minus sign. After minus sign we have minus b. Now tell me, what is additive inverse of minus b, or what is opposite of minus b? It is b. So it is equal to a plus b. Let us have an example. Now suppose we have to subtract minus 13 from 5. We are going to write this as 5 minus under bracket minus 13. Again the same thing. Write the first number plus sign and the opposite of the next number. Opposite of minus 13 is 13, or in other words, additive inverse of minus 13 is 13. And I think you all know how to add the two integers with the same sign. Just add their values, put the common sign. So their sum is 18 and they are having the common sign as plus or no sign, that is plus 18. So here we are done with our first video lesson. Here are some instructions for you. Worksheets will be given to you in PDF form. If you have sheets, then copy the given content in those sheets and later on stick it to your final notebook. Inbox your queries. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you.